When choosing flooring, I suggest paying attention to vinyl flooring. Vinyl tiles are often associated with old linoleum, but they are a completely different kind of flooring, made with modern technologies. It is resistant to wear and moisture. Vinyl can even be used in wet rooms. Vinyl flooring does not emit harmful substances into the environment. There are several types of these vinyl tiles. There is glue-down vinyl flooring, where it's important to level the subfloor well, because it is sensitive to unevenness. Then there is floating, interlocking vinyl plank flooring. In this video, I'll show you how to easily lay vinyl tiles on your own. It's really easy. We laid it ourselves at home, and in the sauna. Laying a smooth floor is even more complicated. That's why I'll start the film with the installation of a dry floor, which can also be done on your own. Nowadays, floors are most often installed directly on the ground. The process begins with leveling the base, which is usually compacted gravel. A waterproofing film is laid on top of the gravel, followed by a layer of thermal insulation made of polystyrene foam. Heating elements, either water or electric-based, are installed on top of the polystyrene foam. The floor is then poured with lightweight concrete, which is typically delivered to the site through pipes. The concrete is leveled and troweled. After grinding, such a surface is usually suitable for vinyl flooring. Sometimes, the surface of the concrete needs to be skim-coated. Vinyl flooring can be glued onto the concrete surface no earlier than 4 weeks after pouring. Only vinyl planks that are approved by the manufacturer for use over underfloor heating may be used on heated floors. Usually, they are labeled suitable for underfloor heating. Most often, floating type vinyl flooring with interlocking systems is suitable for heated floors. Dry, floddery floors can be installed much faster for vinyl flooring. This type of flooring is usually laid on a polystyrene insulation layer. 2 overlapping layers of gypsum boards for the floors are placed. However, using a sandwich structure with OSB at the bottom and gypsum boards for floors on top, level floors can also be installed on a joist floor system. The use of gypsum boards for floors reduces the installation cost. We apply the glue so that about 40% of the surface is covered. It's necessary to moisten both the panel and the surface to be glued. Do not apply the panel immediately after spraying. Wait about 1 to 2 minutes after spraying glue, depending on weather conditions. Then place it carefully. These are quite restricted conditions. The panel can be screwed down, though it's not necessary. It's screwed if the panel has warped slightly. Here, we see how much deformation there is. The main surface will be pressed down with vinyl flooring packages. We'll screw in a few screws at the edges. The floor base can also be constructed from thick OSB boards. For a subfloor, at least 22 mm is needed, and they should be spliced for a tight fit. The spliced edges differ. One is longer, the other shorter. The longer edge goes on top. The panel is cut with a jigsaw. Before nailing the board, it is a must to clean out the groove. Especially if the panel has been stored or transported carelessly, there may be splinters that would prevent proper alignment. OSB boards are laid on floor joists, with the spaces between them filled with insulating material. We screw the previous board at the end so it doesn't shift, but also so we can lift the panel at the joint. The boards fit together very nicely. And we nail. Using a piece of the same OSB board in the middle, or if it's a large board, nail in the middle first, then one edge is nailed and screwed, and then nailed again from the other side and screwed again. It came together almost perfectly. After installing, we sand the floor panels smoothly, clean them with a vacuum and a cloth, then prime them. The edges are sprayed with expanding foam. If the subfloor is not moisture resistant, it needs to be coated with 2 layers of waterproofing or waterproofing adhesive. In this case, vinyl tiles can even be used as a shower base. We lay out the vinyl to see how we'll glue it, cut it, and arrange stacks by row for gluing. The piles are arranged in rows as we will lay line by line. We start gluing by marking a line along the wall. This helps with arranging. Vinyl tiles are glued in 2 or 3 rows, depending on the width of the vinyl tiles. Here, we're gluing 3 rows. The line is marked, and now we'll apply glue and lay the planks. And then we start gluing from the wall side. Glue is applied with a notched trowel. We spread the glue evenly across the entire area to be glued. At first, we push the glue in one direction, then across. We use a 1.5mm trowel. Glue layer is 1.5 to 2 millimeters. Once spread, the glue is white and needs about 15 minutes to set, depending on microclimate in the room. When it starts to become transparent, we start laying tiles. We place them from the edge toward the wall. Glue when you touch it, and it barely sticks to the finger. The vinyl tile is placed at the edge and pressed. The glue is applied and the vinyl tiles are glued row by row. We place the tile next to the already glued edge at about a 35 to 45 degree angle. We press the vinyl tile down and immediately clean off any excess glue. We go over the joints with a pressure roller. Always keep a cloth in hand because glue will squeeze out and needs to be cleaned immediately. The hardest part is the threshold. Here, there's a drop, a level change. We will do something clever. We'll cut a groove into the vinyl plank and bend it so we won't need to use thresholds here. We measure, find the marked point, place the router in it, and fix the guide rail. And we use a conical router bit. The hardest part is setting the depth because you need to cut the base layer without damaging the top layer. We got a clean cut right up to the top layer. Now we bend it and get a seamless corner. The threshold will turn out simply perfect, no extra corner pieces. Vinyl can also be laid in a herringbone pattern. It's a bit trickier. Most often, vinyl tiles with a click system are used. These vinyl floors are already 8 years old. They were the first vinyl floors we installed ourselves. They haven't scratched or worn, practically like new, and this is a high traffic area, a corridor. That's why we're no longer afraid to install vinyl floors in other places. If you liked it, press like, subscribe to our channel. The subscribe button is on the right. Our videos are based on our own experience. We also consult with specialists in the field. There will be great videos about construction, about home improvement. And I believe this will help you save money when setting up your home yourself. Thank you for watching.